Hello, Anthony from My Mortgage Freedom, and today I wanted to provide you an update on serviceability. So as interest rates rise, borrowing capacity goes down. And that's because when interest rates rise, the benchmark rate, which is typically 2 to 3% above the actual rate, is how we need to determine someone's serviceability. So there's a few things right now that banks are starting to do to improve serviceability for clients. So I wanted to make you aware of those. Firstly, is if you've got an investment property, lenders would shade that rental income by up to 30%. Well, now some lenders are shading that by at least 10%. So that means people's borrowing capacities are increasing because there's more income we can use for serviceability. If you're self-employed, we can now use rolling financials. What that means, if you've got a period of say November 2021 to October 2022 financials, and they represent a larger profit than your 2022 year financials, that means we can adopt the rolling financials for your serviceability to improve if you've got higher income. And lastly, we know that if you've got a lower LVR, so that's a loan to value ratio based on the property value, that your borrowing capacity actually increases. And the reason why is because what banks are doing, they're tiering interest rates. So if you've, say, for instance, got a loan of $800,000 and the property's worth $1 million, that loan to value ratio is 80%. So that's typically getting an interest rate around mid to high fours. But if you're borrowing only $700,000 based on the property value of $1 million, that's a 70% ratio, and the loan improves and the rate is about 4.5 to 4.6. Well, if you've got an LVR at 60% or below, so that's a $600,000 loan on $1 million property, that means your pricing is getting even better, and that's 4.4 to 4.5. So it's really important to understand your LVR determines your borrowing capacity and your interest rate. So you can really play around with those numbers to get a good number that improves your borrowing capacity. So if you want to know more, reach out and we can guide you through the process.